Through Mr. Chair, it is 4:05 p.m. and I can confirm the live stream has begun.
Thank you. We'll call this Committee of Adjustment meeting to order. Quorum is present here. Ms. Leach, would you please begin the hearing by reading the land recognition statement?
Yes, certainly. We begin this meeting by acknowledging that the land on which we gather is the traditional territory of the Haudenosaunee and the Anishinaabe peoples, many of whom continue to live and work here today. This territory is covered by the Upper Canada Treaties and is within the land protected by the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Agreement. Today, this gathering place is home to many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit peoples, and acknowledging reminds us that our great standard of living is directly related to the resources and friendships of the Indigenous people. Through you, Mr. Chair, you may proceed with your introduction.
Thank you, Ms. Leach. We have three members of the committee here today. We have Mr. John Kappa, Mr. Don Rodbard, and myself, the Chair, Isaiah Bannock. We also have Town Planner Andrew Edwards in attendance as well. This is a hearing, a hybrid hearing of the Committee of Adjustment for the Town of Pelham. Everyone present and viewing at home via live stream will be given an opportunity to comment on the applications being heard. Agencies commenting on applications may request that certain conditions be imposed should an application be approved. Voicing objections to these conditions will not adversely affect the committee's decision. The purpose of the application, relative correspondence will be heard, following which the applicant will be given the opportunity to address the application. During the public portion of each application, we will hear from anyone wishing to submit verbal comments or submit a written comment via email to clerks@pelham.ca, clerks@pelham.ca. Comments received following the public portion will not be considered. At the conclusion of the discussion, the committee will render a decision and advise of any applicable conditions. Specific wording for conditions may be determined by the committee following the hearing. Copies of decisions will be mailed to the applicant or agent and members of the public that have submitted comments. Notices of decision can be obtained by request to the Secretary-Treasurer. Committee members are asked to raise your hand if you would like to speak and vote. Applicants, agents, and attendees are advised that they are free to leave the webinar hearing once a decision has been made on their application. Now looking for a motion to approve today's agenda.
I'll make that motion.
And I'll second it.
Okay, thank you. Do any members of this panel have a pecuniary interest in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act in any of the applications to be considered at this hearing?
No.
None.
And I have none as well. Ms. Leach, are there any requests for withdrawals or adjournment?
Through you, Mr. Chair, we have not received any.
Okay, thank you very much. We are ready to move to our first and only matter. This is file A23-2023P, 442 Chandler Road.
Thank you. Through you, Mr. Chair, I will share our presentation. Application A23/2023P, 442 Chandler Road. The subject land is located on the south side of Chandler Road, lying east of Poth Street, known locally as 442 Chandler Road in the town of Pelham. The application seeks relief to construct a detached garage from Section 5.14, requesting a front yard setback of 6.1 meters. Section 5.14, requesting a lot coverage for accessory structures of 1.06%. Section 4.1.4.3A, requesting a maximum driveway width of 10.4 meters. To date, the following comments have been received from the Building Department and Public Works. See conditions. Niagara Region. Niagara Region, staff are satisfied that the proposed development is minor in nature and should not have a negative impact on the NES. See conditions. No public comments were received at the time of writing this report. Minor variance test 1 is the variance minor in nature. Section 5.1.4, front yard setback. Yes, the agricultural character of the neighborhood is not anticipated to be impacted through the proposed variance. The lot area remains available to handle stormwater runoff, the existing septic system, and preserve amenity area. Section 5.1.4, maximum lot coverage accessory structure. Yes, no negative impacts are anticipated on properties. Adequate yard setbacks will be maintained. Section 4.1.4.3a, maximum driveway width. Yes, it is noted the increased driveway width is only necessary for the portion of the driveway in front of the garage. The driveway width at the entrance from the street is not proposed to change. The streetscape will not be altered in a significant way. Is the variance desirable for the development or use of the land? Front yard setback, yes, the location is desirable as the setback will enable the proposed accessory structure to be set back further from the hydraulic feature. Section 5.14, maximum lot coverage. Yes, the increase in lot coverage for the accessory building is desirable as it will permit design flexibility while maintaining adequate amenity space. Section 4.1.4.3, maximum driveway width. Yes, the maximum driveway width at the entrance from the street is not proposed to change. The streetscape will not be altered in a significant way. Minor variance test 3, does the variance maintain the general intent and purpose of the zoning bylaw? Front yard setback, yes, the intent of restricting accessory uses in the front yard is to ensure that the structure remains accessory to the principal use of the lot and that there remains adequate setbacks from the street. The garage has been designed and cited as to not detract from the residential use of the property. Section 5.1.4, maximum lot coverage accessory structure. Yes, the increase in lot coverage for accessory structures is not anticipated to have any negative impact on space for landscaping, leisure, and drainage. Maximum driveway width. Yes, the intent of the max driveway width is to limit the visual impact of driveways on the streetscape. The driveway width at the entrance from the street is not proposed to be enlarged. Minor variance test 4, does the variance maintain the general intent and purpose of the official plan? For all 3 variances, yes, the requested variances should have no impact on the agricultural viability of the surrounding area and will not compromise the objectives of the OP with respect to land use compatibility, stormwater runoff, private sewage system servicing capabilities. Planning staff are of the opinion that the proposal makes efficient use of the land, will not result in the overbuilding of the property, will not alter the view, sightlines, or personal enjoyment of the subject property or any neighboring properties, and should not negatively impact the surrounding neighborhood with regard to land use and compatibility, traffic, privacy, and stormwater runoff. Planning staff do recommend that application number A23 2023P be approved, subject to the following conditions. That all necessary building permits be acquired. If any modifications to the existing driveway are needed, the applicant must apply for a driveway access and culvert permit. Conduct a stage 1 to 2 archaeological assessment. That a landscape plan be submitted with a required regional fee. That a written undertaking be signed by the owner and submitted to the Niagara region, and that the applicant obtain permit approval from the Niagara Peninsula Conservation Authority and pay all required fees.
Thank you, Ms. Leach. I understand that is there a representative online who would like to speak to this matter?
Through you, Mr. Chair, there is no representative present today.
Okay. Is there anybody who has pre-registered to speak via Zoom?
Through you, Mr. Chair, there is no pre-registered members of the public.
Okay, and I don't see anybody in the room here, so it doesn't look like we need to proceed. Or sorry, I should ask as well, have we received anything by email?
I have just checked and confirmed that we have not received anything by email.
Okay. Motion to close the public portion of the meeting.
I motion to close the public portion of the meeting.
Second that motion.
All right. Any debate? Any comments or questions?
None. None.
And nothing from me, so nothing from the committee. We're ready for a vote then. Yes, I'm seeing a nod. Okay.
I motion that we have a vote.
Second that.
Thanks. I would just be looking for a motion to either approve or deny the application with applicable reasons.
I approve.
I approve.
Thank you. And then I would just be looking for the reasons associated.
Conditions?
The reasons and the conditions.
Okay.
Yes.
The reasons. The variances are minor in nature as streetscape will not be altered Agricultural character of the neighborhood will not be impacted. No negative impacts are anticipated on neighbors. The conditions is that they need the building permits, stage 1 and 2 archaeological assessment, driveway entrance and culvert permit if necessary, landscape plan and written undertaking be submitted to the Niagara region, obtain permit approval from NPCA.
Just a point of order there. Is it also, as part of your motion, that the intent of the zoning bylaw is maintained, the intent of the official plan is maintained, and that the proposals are desirable for the use of the land? Was that your intent,
Yes.
your motion? Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, I'm happy to second that motion.
Thank you. And we do have a number of minutes on the agenda for approval. Those are dated September 5th and October 3rd.
Okay, I'll move a motion to approve those minutes.
I'll second that motion.
Thank you.
Okay, I think that's it. Motion to close the meeting?
That is correct. It is 4:15 p.m. And I'd be looking for a mover and a seconder.
Okay, I'll move that.
Okay, thank you.
And I'll second it.
Excellent.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much.